Won't take you long.
Hello. Okay, so how many of you have ever omitted something from someone, or if you don't know what omit means, it's just simply not to tell them something that happened or that occurred that they should probably know. If you're not raising your hand, you're definitely doing it right now because everyone has done that before. Today my quote is, "The greatest lies are often told in silence." Definitely, this is very true. Okay, so omitting something to me is definitely a lie. I'm going to give you 3 examples why it's the greatest lie that could ever be told is because you're being silent. My first example would be, okay, so when you're younger, or possibly still now, you tell your mom, hey, I'm going to go stay the night at my friend's house. And she's just, okay, that's fine. And then you go out for the night, you come home, and she's like, oh, how was your friend's house? Good. She doesn't ask you what you guys did, where you guys went, all you say is good. Let's say you didn't stay the night at that friend's house, you went and stayed the night at someone else's house, you didn't even sleep that night, you were out all night, who knows what you were doing. That is a big lie. It could have been something you did like crazy and she doesn't even know. Another one would be, one time I borrowed my brother's sunglasses and he was like, these are Ray-Bans, and I don't have my own. I told him to buy me some or else I'm going to take his. But I took his sunglasses for the day to the beach and he was like, hey, who has my sunglasses? Do you know where my sunglasses are? And I didn't say anything. The next day I just put them on his desk. Like, I didn't take them. He's like, oh, I found them. I'm like, yeah, because I took them. But I wasn't going to tell him that. So I was admitting that to him, and I definitely lied, because that's like, I don't want to say the biggest thing in his life. If I took his phone, that'd probably be a greater lie, but those are important to him because he got them himself. When you get something for yourself, it's like, oh my gosh, I got those for me. And then another one, this is definitely the greatest lie. If you have a significant other, and let's say you're not the one doing it, but you find them doing something, let's say like they're texting someone or Facebooking someone, like a message, and like you don't have to ask them if they're doing anything like that, because why would you? You would think they're not doing anything, but let's say you go and you look and it's there, and okay, that's a pretty big lie. They weren't telling you what they were doing, you automatically assume that they weren't doing it because they were omitting that they were doing something of that standard. You would just assume that it's not being done. So keeping silent is definitely the greatest lie. So back to my quote from Stevens, the greatest lie are often told in silence. I would assume that you could all greatly agree with this just because of my 3 examples. And yeah.
She got lucky enough to have the chance to use that. Drea, why didn't you use my quote?
I always finish first.
You had a wonderful opportunity to use it. You did. I wish I could do their speech instead. Because it probably be the speaker. Oh, yeah. Well, you guys are in line. I'll be in first.
It's going to be a sensation. You're going to call me the second direction.
I don't really know what you're talking about because I'm always in favor. I have no idea. I don't know who the last
It's fine. I buy them assuming I'm going to give at least 4 away.
All right, the opening is okay, although there was a little bit of confusion at first. I think that your point of view is clear. You sort of have a preview. There's no detail to it, but we do know that a structure is coming. The internal points are signposted pretty well while you're speaking. You've got a couple of good illustrations there. The third one I don't think really develops at all, and it actually felt a little bit weird. So when you listen back to it, check and see if you think the same thing. On your voice, I think you have a tendency to talk to yourself. You're kind of forgetting that the audience is here, and so it's sort of like you're thinking out loud to yourself, and it's kind of just quiet. So what's going on? Well, I don't know what's going on. And you need to project a little bit more. You need to engage the audience. It's like you're talking in front of us instead of talking to us, and I think that that's a little bit problematic. All right, I got to cut it short because we do have to do the quiz, or the test, I mean, so we need to get started on that.